What is up, world?
Stream we are.
I am streaming,
Brad,
therefore I
would
am.
you mind if you're gonna post on Douglas and Battleborn? Can you also post on the Facebook page as well, please?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
And make sure the screenshot is my sweet background.
Hold on, let me pull that
And
up.
Matt is not aware of it, but there is a picture of Brent Richards and the gang above his head.
No.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And the gang.
It's a picture of the week.
Dirty Mike and the boys are here. Oh man.
Let me go. It's like super hot in my apartment right now.
It's not showing me. We're live on my. Here it is. We're live.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
I got it.
Oh, we're definitely live.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at Matt Rafferty's
Harry,
wonderful
Harry.
face.
Hi, Harry.
Oh,
What's
thank
up,
you.
Harry? Oh, Harry might have the record for the fastest comment.
Dang.
He was sitting on his computer 10 minutes ago
was
saying,
waiting.
"They're not live again?" Yeah.
Hey, I was on time today. I was
You were
way on
early.
time.
You were early.
Yeah.
You like sent it out at like 6:15.
Because I've been editing all this shit. So is this episode? I gotta be honest with you guys. I may or may not have forgotten to post the episode to SoundCloud last week.
Ooh.
Episode
Yeah, I don't think I ever got a
Check it.
notification.
That's because,
Last week.
That's because our editing guy sucks.
No, dude. You guys terrible.
I think we should fire
Yeah,
him
we
right now. In
episode
fact,
60 did not go up.
that's going to be the big announcement today. We are firing our editing guy, and in his place,
Thanks for all your hard work and
in his place, we'll hire somebody. No, I don't know.
we wish you nothing but luck. And
No, the thing is, and this is a fun
It's
like
episode 61.
a fun behind the scenes detail for those who are watching right now. But I finally canceled my Adobe subscription because it was just killing my bank account. My student discount finally ended.
Oh.
Yeah, so it went from $4-ish a month to 55, and I'm not about that. So
I'm surprised it was that cheap, actually.
I know, yeah. The student discount really did me a favor. So, so I switched to Audacity, which I actually used in the way early days of this podcast, and it's a pretty good program for being free. And getting like the learning curve of Audacity because it's changed since I last used it. That's been a challenge. So that's kind of why this episode has been, or last week's episode has been a little bit late into entering the podcast game. But I'll get that up. Really, like, let's be 100% honest. None of you cared about last week's episode because it was before the kit unveiling. Now this episode, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight
Don't care. Of course they care. They get to hang out with us.
for 27 minutes. I think it was
Yeah,
actually 34 minutes.
that's a good time.
All right, let's get this started.
All right.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the 2020 USL season. It's here, kinda, mostly. It's almost here. I am your host. Oh yeah, by the way, the show, 1868 Weekly. In case you weren't sure, I am your host, John Macaluso. Today joined by my two main men, Matthew Rafferty. How you doing, Matt?
Hello. Oh, I am great, man. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm great, man. I'm feeling it today. I'm sure you guys can tell from the intro. Matt, you shaved your beard.
Yeah,
But
it's unfortunate.
it's already looking like it's coming in pretty solid.
Yeah,
It's
a
been
little bit.
a week. So nice. No, the beard's coming in and the background is fly. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But first we're gonna go to Brad Polonsky. How you doing, Brad?
Hello, I'm doing good. My special guest has left my lap and is now on the floor behind me. Can you guys see that?
No, but I'm sure your special guest is more than welcome to join you anytime.
Oh yeah, he will, and he'll leave.
Brad, you, my good sir, are looking good today.
Yeah, it's something to do with something that came out last.
Something to do with pretty
Wednesday.
much what we're going to talk all episode about, right? Like we have a few other things. I am also rocking a new line of clothing, if you will. And so we'll be talking about this today, but first, oh, you know what? We've got I totally forgot to make these gentlemen disappear up above our heads. Oh, not that
Oh.
one. Whoops. that. All right, there we go. They'll be back. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. But first, we're going to talk to you about what we are going to talk about today. And we are joined today by some viewers. If you guys feel like you want to say something, Mr. Harry Austin, our resident San Antonio fan, feel free to chime in and we will talk to you guys. That's my favorite part about this live podcast, shenanigans. But first on the docket, we are going to talk about the kit unveiling. Brad and I are wearing new gear, and Matt's got a sweet background. He has the gear. He just wanted to opt out today, which is fine because he's got that sweet background. So I guess nowhere in Nevada is Matt Rafferty Day?
Nowhere in Nevada
Okay.
is Matt Rafferty
That's
Day.
fine because
Nobody can lose.
we've got some more awesome stuff to talk about. And so kit unveiling, that's going to be the big thing. Now we have 2 matches that Reno 1868 FC played. I don't know if we'd call them matches. I think we can just call them like friendlies with a few periods. I think they used sessions was the word. So we don't really know a whole lot about what happened because everything that we do know is based off of tweets from Reno 1868. But we can talk about this. Why not? You know. And I think the kit unveiling is probably going to be the big thing. So we'll talk about some random shenanigans here and there, some USL stuff, whatever you guys want to talk about. And yeah. Let's get to it. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start by unveiling those fine gentlemen. Boom. Look at that. So the 3 of us were lucky enough to attend the kit unveiling on Wednesday, and we are recording today on Tuesday, so it was a little bit less than a week ago, about 6 days ago. Guys, what do you think about these jerseys? I'm gonna go to Matt. But I'll go to Matt here in a second. It looks like you're still fidgeting. No, I'm not gonna full screen this image because it's been such a pain in the butt for me to get on the show in the first place. But the blues are obviously the aways, and the whites are obviously the homes. And you guys can see them on us as models today. I'm wearing the away, and Brad, I'm gonna come to you. Brad is wearing the home, and he also has his special guest on his lap. Or did he?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Hey!
He's visiting me for the week.
He
If
does
you
look
hear
pretty stoked to
panting-
be on the show.
Yeah, I mean, he's always smiling. If you hear panting, that is him.
No, that's probably me.
I'm pretty sure that was Brad, actually. Look, we're talking about new jerseys here, okay? We're all panting.
All right. You also said it backwards. You said white were home, blue were away.
He did initially. I was going to
Yeah,
let
I
it slip because
Oh,
he
did
fixed
I?
it.
Yeah, he fixed it.
I didn't
He
even
fixed
notice. No, yeah, clearly the blues are the home. Show off your jersey, Brad.
it. Yeah, I got this lovely. It's blue. It's yellow. It's quite great. It's everything the fans were asking for.
Very nice. Yes.
Mhm.
A lot of fans, I think more fans than not were or are fans of these jerseys. And the aways, as you guys saw, I mean, they have like kind of the shoulder or the middle of the shoulder up here, and then the rest is all white. I love the black and white logo, or shield rather. And yeah, I dig the aways a little bit more than I dig the homes, but I think the homes are starting to grow on me a little bit. I mean, at first I wasn't a huge fan of the homes. I got to see them just a little bit before everyone else. So it was actually really hard, Brad, to keep my opinion to myself, because when you asked me, I was like, oh, I want to tell him like right now, but I did not do that. So we got a couple of questions from Harry, who was asking what the goalie kit looked like, and I don't think we saw the goalie kit.
We did not.
We did not. But Harry, I have heard from one of my friends with the organization that the goalie kits are fire. He didn't say what color though. So
Really? They're not just going to be a single color?
I don't know.
Huh.
He told me that.
I would assume that the statement of it being fire
So-
being not a single color.
I mean maybe, I don't know. We'll have to we'll find out. So that Harry is a TBD question. We will answer it and we will show you once we know. Also, we have
Pass.
a comment from
Posmore.
Yeah, from Passmore. We don't have a goalkeeper
That is true.
Actually, last time I checked, our goalkeeper was Kevin Partida.
Partita.
So
He's scarred.
yeah. All right. So Matt, we're on you right now. This is a better look, probably better than I can offer, of the away kits.
Yeah, and here's the background is the representation again of the
Very nice.
of the chest.
And Matt put a lot
But-
of work into this.
Yeah, I made a couple squares. Yeah.
Anyway, I love these away kits. Hence why I'm wearing them. For those of you that don't know, I only buy one kit a year. That's just the way I like it.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, it's just more fun for me that way. Last year was the culture jersey. Actually, I didn't buy a home or away, and then the year before that was those sweet away jerseys with the mountains. And then
yeah.
the very first jersey I bought from Reno 1868 FC is the home jersey, the original home jersey. So way back in the Spy Nevada days. That seems like so long ago. What do you guys think about these away jerseys?
I'm happy that it's more than just a white T-shirt. I know we had talked about at the event when they showed the teaser, they showed right across the chest. You can see the Adidas, you can see the crest. I'm like, there's nothing there. Like, what's going on? And honestly, that was some good framing because they didn't really show the sponsorship at all. They didn't show any of the detail. And the detail is subtle. You have the black shoulders with the extra bar. You have the black 3 stripes going down the ribs. I think it's clean. I think it's subtle, and I think it's a great away. I think if Reno is going to be sticking with the black and white for the aways, this is a good way of doing it.
Brad, we're gonna stay on Matt's camera just because he's got the jersey pulled up. But I do want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Matt. It's a very as he moves
There you
into
go.
the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
It's a very simple jersey. But it improved upon what was last year's, which was basically a white T-shirt. And don't get me wrong, I think the black logo is probably the greatest change to the logo you can make is just make it black and white, and
It's
it's
fresh.
well. I know. It's sharp. It's fresh, and it didn't need changing, but if you were gonna change, this is the way to do it.
Sure. Yeah, it's. I had a little bit of a conversation with Doug Raftery at the event, and he was talking about how they do look a little bit like the style of the shoulders look a little bit like San Jose's homes.
Oh, kinda, yeah.
Yeah. So that's an interesting note. I mean, I don't know if this was on purpose or what, but I really like it. And Harry looks like he likes it as well. He says it's clean instead of simple, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I like the jersey a lot. Now, can we just get a black and white scarf?
Oh, dude, let's make that happen.
That's all I want. I like to match. You guys know I'm a pretty boy. I like being a pretty boy, and I want matching scarf and a matching jersey.
Let's just go get a Roughnecks sponsorship and print out a 1868 weekly special through them.
That's not a bad idea though, Matt.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, there we go. That's a good way to make a little bit of dinero here. I think if the team's not going to match it, we will. No, but I just I like to match. So if anyone with the team is watching this, black and white scars, throw them our way. All right, let's take a look at some homes. Yeah, is that an easy change for you, Matt?
I can absolutely do that for you.
Also, throw in your lovely face so that we can get
do I
your
have to?
opinion. All right, let's talk
Actually,
about these
I like
homes.
the way that's framed. That's good right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the homes, these are the ones I actually ended up buying that both me and Angela got, and I really like them because they're the blues. They're the home.
Mm-hmm.
They're the home kit. They're the ones that the nickname implies. So we got to rock those at home. But I know that we're going to end up getting the whites before our first away trip. And I really do enjoy that 3-stripe. I know it's like Adidas's look with the putting 3-stripe on everything, but it's a really subdued way of doing it to make it look like it's just a design element instead of a giant ad. And I don't know. I think it makes it look pretty classy, but still different.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a little more risk taking than what we're used to,
Definitely,
and that's
yeah.
why I think there was a giant backlash from some people about how they didn't like the yellow. But honestly, it's subtle. I know one of the big complaints is that little white striping piping that's done like with the yellow. I'm not too far against it though, because the rock is white, the shoulder stripes are white. Having the white in the collar and the sleeves, although not the best design choice, it makes sense, and it doesn't look too out of place with all the other white on this jersey. I like it a lot. I wish they could do something a little bit further down below the rock, but with how the yellow is right now, I'm not complaining. And I know a lot of people are complaining about, oh, the orange on the badge isn't the same as the yellow. I like it. It's tacky, but it's not too out of place. I can forgive it.
Right. I wasn't a fan of these jerseys when I first saw them. I was like, we were interviewing Kevin Partita. He was the first person that we saw in the locker room wearing this jersey, and I wasn't a huge fan at first. But let me tell you, I think I like this jersey a lot more when it's being worn. And I know that sounds funny, but I like looking at the picture right now, Matt, that you have. Thank you for getting these up, by the way. I love it and I appreciate it greatly. I don't like that photo, but
wait, let me see if I can crop it over myself. Maybe that'll make it better. wait. Is that better?
That's much
Did I-
better. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All
How'd
right,
that
so
look?
You're a medium.
so we thought that Matt wasn't going to wear a jersey tonight. Wow, how wrong were we? And the fact
It's
that he
perfect.
put it on in like 3 seconds, that's even more amazing.
Some kind of record.
Well done. And I like how
Yeah.
you're wearing a hoodie underneath. That looks comfortable. But anyway, I think the best way to kind of, and I'm going to move the camera away for you for a second here, because I want to pull up the picture of the week. And so take a look at this picture, guys. I just feel like Brent and Kevin they make the jersey look way better. And just based on the fact that they're wearing it, you know. I just like it more when it's being worn. I'm excited to see it in action, like when I'm actually on the sidelines taking some pictures and stuff. But when I initially saw it, and when I see it without somebody in it, I'm not a huge fan still. It's growing on me. I mean, Doug told me it would grow on me, and it kind of is. So yeah, let's go back to Matt's. There it is. That's the home.
Yeah. So now, what I've been hearing a lot, and I know Brad brought it up. What are your thoughts about it being a slightly different yellow?
I don't dig it.
Okay.
I mean, so I just I don't know. The Adidas like 3 bars, I'm just not a fan of. It's not. I like symmetry a lot, and I just feel like it looks out of place to me. And
Okay. Yeah. I can definitely see where you're coming
and
from.
I
on
feel
that.
like at first glance, like Brad, can you stand up or just sit up for a minute? At like first glance, you almost get a lime look out of it.
Lime. Oh, like some kind of optical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me remove that picture. Sorry about that. Yeah. So
I see what you mean.
like more of a neon-ish, and like that's always at first glance, and then once my eyes kind of settle a little bit, then I can see the yellow. Thank you, Brad. You can sit down. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
But
I
what
mean-
I think is real. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I mean that's just my thoughts on it, Matt. What are you thinking?
What I think is really interesting is that I've noticed on my license plate actually that the sagebrush has a yellow on it. The flowers on the sagebrush on the Battleborn insignia are the same color that it is on the jersey, but the team ended up going with more of that light gold, like orangish yellow kind of color, which is portrayed a lot on the Battleborn insignia. So I think maybe when you have both of them on the jersey right on top of each other, you're covering both bases. I don't know. Maybe that's the best way I can justify it.
Well, Harry just put his opinion in here, so let me read that. To me, the yellow looks like you're starting to paint a wall with a roller paintbrush with the different yellows. I think
Yeah.
that's a perfect description of it.
And it is a bit of an optical effect because those blue bars that cut through get thicker and thicker with each stripe. But yeah, absolutely. Almost like your printer is running out of ink on a
Yeah.
test page.
Yeah.
Either way, they picked these jerseys. I think Eric tweeted it out like the night after or the day after. They picked these jerseys out like in June of the year. Like they picked these jerseys out in June of last year.
Oh yeah.
So they have to sit on this and start putting it out because it takes that long just to make it. So whatever it is, I'm happy with what we have. I think they did a good job.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love it. I love new things.
Mhm.
So definitely do like that. I mean, it's fun if anything else, and like I said, it is growing on me. I just want to see it in action. I want to see some players on the pitch playing with it, and see how much more it'll grow on me after that. And just for the record, Harry pointed out the fact that he does like it.
Yeah.
So
We do too, apparently.
yeah, I just prefer the homes or the aways is all.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also have to see what it looks like, 70 minutes in when they're soaked in sweat,
Totally.
because a lot of kits do end up changing shades slightly. So we'll see how that looks.
Maybe we'll see that silver.
It's just gonna shine through like one of the things from the 80s, like where that changes colors with the heat, so that you get like the handprint on it.
That'd be kind of cool though. I feel like that'd be really cool.
That would be pretty sweet.
I would buy these jerseys and go run with it just to see what would happen.
Mhm.
All right, let's hear from some people with the team, huh? I talked to Casey Tate, the assistant coach, and Brent Richards, who is our team captain, and then Kevin Perdita, a Sparks product. So let's hear what they've got to say about these jerseys, among a couple of other things. This is about 2.5 minutes long if you two want to tune in on YouTube. Here it is. We're going to start it off with my good friend here, Mr. Casey Tate. Maybe I just have to find it so I can hit play. There we go.
Oh, I love them. You look at the blue and yellow. I mean, it just looks good, sharp, good kits again. Like I think they always do a good job with getting us some proper kits, and it's exciting for the fans to wear and see them in the streets. We love it. So, looks good. You love the work rate of the group. It's a very hard-working group. They put in a shift every time they're out on the field, and we really enjoy it. It's a great group of guys. They're getting along. They're fun to coach, and we are excited about the group and where they can head. And they'll continue to gel as we get further and kind of grow as a team, and we're excited to see where that's headed. It flies by. I mean, it's exciting, and we can't wait to get on the field and play another USL opponent, and it should be a good game, and we're excited to see what we got. And again, hardworking group, and we'll see them putting in a shift out there against San Diego.
Casey, you got the rest of your life to wear the home jerseys or the away jerseys. Which one you stick with?
Oof, that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go. Let's go home. Let's go home.
Cool.
Yep, love those jerseys. I think I would go with that one. It's always a toss-up, though. They do a great job on both.
I like it. I think the touch of yellow is new, so I'm excited to wear it. Yeah, it was exciting from day one. I think with a couple of new faces, the getting to know each other part has been fun, and then, on a personal note, it's been good the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I like about it most. I think, growing up, these colors just kind of seem familiar. So I think that the fact that they incorporated all of that is nice.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, every year we come in, we're excited. Nobody's seen them yet, and it's always a lot of fun when we see them. They always look really good, so we're excited about them. Yeah, we've got a bunch of guys, or a few guys back from last year, which I'm super happy about, and then all the new guys that have come in have been super impressive as well. And we're kind of going through the process of getting everybody on the same page with how we play, and so that's been a learning experience, but it's looking really good so far. I mean, we've been waiting all off season for this. It's been, for some guys, like about 3 months since our last game, so we're excited to get going. It's something that last year ended how we didn't want it to, obviously, out in the first round of playoffs, so we were itching to get back on the field and show what we can do this year. It's a bigger leadership role, obviously, so it's kind of been a learning experience for me, and it's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to do some new things and that, be a little bit more vocal, and that's been uncomfortable at times, but I think it's been good. It's been pushing me to be a better leader, a better teammate, and better on the field. Everybody, all the new guys that have come in have fit in right away. I mean, we're all getting along really well so far. Obviously, the guys that were here in years past know each other, and we get along great. So the new guys that have come in, they want to work. They're here to win a championship too, and so since everybody's on that same page, it's going forward really well.
All right, that's all she wrote for the interviews today. Anything that you guys heard that you want to talk about or point out? I think you guys might actually be finishing this up just now because it was on a delay.
Mm-hmm. Casey Tate, Team Blue. I like it.
Yeah.
No, that's it. It is an interesting question. What would you wear the rest of your life? I would say the aways in that case because black and white goes with anything.
Yeah, right.
You could always
Except
make that work.
scarves, apparently. So
Most of my wardrobe is blue already, so I can
Yeah,
live
it
with
is.
yeah, I would go with the aways as well. And it seems like Carrie and I are on the same page. Carrie Gleedle has joined the conversation. She says, "I didn't like it originally, but it's grown on me." So I think that's exactly kind of where I'm coming from as well. I had something I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was.
You lost it.
Yeah, I did. I Anyway, Carrie also threw in, "I just wish the stripes on the shoulders and the Adidas logo were yellow."
Then what would you'd also have to have that rock logo in the middle, also be yellow. And here, I'll stand up.
Which I'd be good with
Let me
that.
come back to you.
I think it's just too big and too awkward to be, yellow.
Rock should be white.
If everything was yellow, then the rock would be out of place if it was white, or it would look tacky. And if everything, with all the white, then we'd be complaining there was no yellow.
Matt, will you put the home jersey in the forefront, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, no, I can see the Adidas being yellow and working out, but I just feel like the stripes should probably stay white.
Yeah. I just think it'd be a little awkward if it wasn't for, the fact that if rock could be made yellow, then sure, make everything else yellow.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can ninja Photoshop that real quick and see what it looks
All right,
like.
cool.
I'll
I'll
like
pull
in the middle of the show.
Yeah, no, if you want to do it right now, I'll pull the camera away from you to
Oh,
Brad
yeah,
and I. So
go ahead.
That way
I
you
can
can
keep
go to
talking.
sound. All right, so there is one thing I wanted to say. I wanted to give a huge shout out to the team. A lot of many of the front office members and a lot of people. I think they put on, guys, a really successful event last week. I mean, they had Red Robin, right? Cater the whole thing.
Mhm.
That's awesome, and we didn't have to pay for it, so and which is much appreciated for us poor folk like me. So thank you, Reno 1868 FC, for putting on another good event and giving us some awesome jerseys to wear this year. And we are really, really, really looking forward to San Diego coming into town. That's it. That's my shout out, guys.
Okay.
I mean, I just thought about it and I was like, man, what a cool event, just a kid unveiling. Yeah, I mean, Kevin and Doug and everybody involved, Corinne and everyone involved really put a ton of work into that event. I mean, we see just a few hours of a good time, right? But they definitely put a lot of time into it, and I know Doug put a lot of time into these jerseys, and a lot of people did. So thank you from the bottom of this podcast's heart. All right, let's talk. While Matt's working on that, Brad, let's talk some matches, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Reno 1868 FC had two really short friendlies.
Short. They were like twice the regular game.
All right, whatever. Friendlies that we have little to no information on.
There you go.
And that information that we have attained is from Twitter. So, but they are from the team. Don't worry, we're not getting this information from random people. Let's talk about the Sacramento one, yeah? That one happened over the weekend.
I know
Why is
nothing
it
about that except for the final score, which I'll let you share.
Yeah, it was a 2-1?
No.
3-1? Why are you letting me share if
I think it was 2-1.
I'm pretty sure it was 2-1, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Pertita scored the only goal for us. Or wait, no,
Yeah.
Sam Gleedle scored on Saturday. That's right.
Nope.
Carrie, help
You're
us
both
out.
wrong. 1-0. 1-0. I was making sure I was right. 1-0.
Oh, right.
Sac Republic.
Okay, yeah, that's
So
pretty
we
good.
didn't have a score, unfortunately.
So yeah, a 1-0 loss, and we are still, as Reno 1868 FC put it, 0-0-0 on the season. And coming into this match today against the San Jose Earthquakes, Brad, you know a little bit more about this than I feel like I know, at least. I don't know about Matt, but
Nah.
this was the match that Kevin Pertita scored.
Yes. So the final score of this match was 5-1. This one was a little bit weird. It obviously closed doors, so we don't know who played and how many minutes and when they played. But we do know the final score and who scored. So the first goal was San Jose. Second goal was also San Jose. Third goal was Reno. And then later on, San Jose scored a couple more times. I think the interesting thing to point out is rumor is Reno played starters for about 70 minutes, and after that, the final score of that 70 minutes was 2-1. San Jose, on the other hand, looks like they played everybody the whole time because the the third, fourth, and fifth goal were Salinas, Wando, Salinas, and this was all in like the third and fourth periods. It was four 40-minute periods, so 160 minutes of game time. So if there's anything to take out of this, the starting squad held their own, and San Jose really wanted to try hard to prove a point from getting 3-0 last season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is something that we really can't talk a whole lot about because we don't have a whole lot of information. But, you know, that's how some of these preseason things are. And we were forewarned, or I was forewarned at least. I talked to Casey about it, and you know, he just reconfirmed that we probably aren't going to have a whole lot of information about this, and we don't. So let's just get to the 29th already. Yeah?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll have a little bit more information on that. Matt, it looks like this is good timing because we are done, and it looks like you are as well.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes,
check this
I am.
out here.
Okay, so I decided to change the rock to yellow too, and I absolutely hate that. But I hate what I've done. But the Adidas and the stripes being yellow, yeah, I'm into it.
Can you undo that rock edit?
Just for our eyes.
If it were just no, I'm just curious what it would look like if the rock was just white. So you've got the yellow shoulders, the yellow Adidas, and you keep the rock white. And we'll come to this guest because I just saw Brad readjusting his camera for him.
Yeah, gotta get
It's a
Pierre.
happy looking dog there, Brad. He's your parents' dog?
Family dog, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Always been family dog, but always been my dog. He's with me for a week, so.
Right. So is he gonna be our the podcast mascot?
We already have one, Trucky. He
What?
can
No,
be a
well-
double mascot.
I didn't mean mascot. Okay, pet.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Not
so
one of Matt's cats.
not one of Matt's cats. Although Matt's cats make guest appearances all the time,
Yeah.
as far as their meows are concerned, because they holler, Matt.
They really do.
That is
They
a legit
don't stop.
like Slayer meow.
It's pretty brutal. All right, here we
All right,
go.
cool. Perfect. Good timing.
I got it.
Run out of stuff to talk about here.
We're talking about cats and other stuff and Slayer. There we go.
See,
I
don't think that looks that bad, Brad.
don't disagree, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just
Mm,
it's the only thing white in it. I get it, but we look
Maybe,
like
like,
Sweden.
for
That's what we
sponsorship
do. We look
reasons.
like Sweden. We look like Sweden.
yeah,
With some extra yellow. I think that's what I attribute the white sleeves with, or the white stripes on the sleeves is Sweden. So
mm.
I don't think it's. I don't think this version's that bad.
no, it's not. I don't think the version we have though is something to really complain about though.
Yeah,
Sure.
looking at it side by side, the white is not as glaringly stand out as I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm happy with how they went with it.
I mean, both look good. Like,
Mhm.
if it's any consolation, that's good jersey design. Okay. All right. What else are we talking about today? Let's move on from jerseys.
Okay.
How about we move over to scarves?
Let's move to scarves. So go ahead, Brad.
I'm wearing the first one that was released. This is the Scottish kilt looking one, I guess. It was the fan voted one. There we go. So this is the fan voted design. On the edges, it has the 1868 crest that match up. Let me see if I can
Way
get it.
better in person, by the way. I hated the look when we voted.
Oh yeah, this was the one I voted for, so I'm kind of
Okay.
happy. I'm like, I have to buy it.
It's nice.
They have 2 other scarves in the shop, if I remember correctly. Let me pull it up.
Oh, perfect.
So I'll give me a second. I'll pull it up and put it on
Okay,
screen.
cool.
Yeah, I really do like how that one turned out, and it's not just. I know it was supposed to look like the nettings on a goal, but they made it look a little bit. I don't know. I guess like you were saying, like a kilt.
It looked like graph paper to me.
Yeah, kind of.
And I did not dig it.
What's kind of cool is that when you wear it, no matter what either side you wear it, the crest meets in the middle on your chest. And, it's a half crest on each side, so it comes together and makes a full crest, which I really like that style. I know some people are not the biggest fan. And, hey, speaking of guests.
Oh!
Hey, a cat makes an appearance.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I've got nothing. Look, here's my my guest is me.
Oh, that's all we need, man.
All right, Brad's got some stuff pulled up. I think hopefully my mouse didn't just die because that's really crappy. I think my mouse just died.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, that means I can't change it.
Oh no.
Hold
Well,
on.
they're gonna see another.
Oh, is that one of those crappy ones that you can't use while it's charging? Or does it take a
All
battery?
right, we're on Brad. No, it's just a crappy wireless one. But
Oh, okay.
I've had this battery in for like years, so it's
All
about
right.
time.
So
Yeah.
you're on me. I can't.
Yeah,
really see.
you can talk.
So this is the first scarf or the second scarf that I've seen. I don't know what the backside looks like, but I think it looks the same.
Probably
I don't know
similar.
how I feel about this one. I don't really like the white in the middle. And it kind of, I hate to say it, but the design of it reminds me of that Vegas little ovally thing.
Ovally thing?
Like the Vegas
Oh.
sign.
Yeah.
It's very elongated, so it doesn't really show it, but I don't know how I like this one. Not really the biggest fan of it. Thoughts?
That amount of white, it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get
Yeah.
dingy, especially when you're swinging around to games, and if I'm popping blue smoke, I'm gonna get that thing stained.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I
So
don't even think it would look good on my
I'm
wall.
not a fan of diamond shapes.
Yeah, it's tacky. It's adding a color that, I mean, if you look at literally every other Reno 1868 scarf on my wall when I take this down later, the only other white I have is that gray scarf that we had that was all gray.
Yeah.
That was the season ticket scarf from last year.
stretch it out. It's a beach towel. I think that's what it reminds me of.
This one I like a little bit better. This is the other one. It's all gray. It uses the same design, the same orange on the bottom with a little blue stripe, but this one just does it better. It's simple,
I like that.
and we all know how much we all like simple is better
Yeah.
sometimes. And it removes that tacky oval in the middle. I like this one a lot more, personally.
I
It
think,
looks good.
yeah, as far as scarves that will go best with the away jersey, that's probably going to be it right there.
It's about as good
Yeah.
as you're gonna get. Yeah.
I mean, unless we get a black and white one,
hmm
which I keep bringing it up because I know people with the team are watching.
Yeah. I mean,
As I
other than-
seductively move closer to the microphone.
If you whisper it, they can't hear you.
Oh no, not ASMR. But yeah, this is as close as you're gonna get to that. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, that's.
And
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
It's simple.
I do like that the gradient they have in the yellow on the bottom. They've been
Mhm.
using that on the logo since they first announced the actual logo and word marking, and they haven't gone back to it a ton. So it's nice to see it back.
Yeah,
I feel like they should use it more.
I'll definitely be picking this one up, and I think I'll actually be picking up the graph scarf as well, just because I think that scarf, it's another one that I think looks better in person.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures don't do it justice because I thought that thing was horrendous, and then they came out with it, and it looks pretty solid. But I think I'll get this one first, and then I'm really hoping that they do some special event scarves again, like the
Yeah.
Pride scarf.
I'm curious why. I guess they might not have sold as well as they wanted, but that was a little more expensive. But every year they seem to come out with 3 scarves at the beginning of the season. Then they
Mhm.
give the season ticket holders a scarf.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I love that. I love that Pride scarf. Like it's
Mhm.
probably one of my favorite 1868 scarves. Another one that I really like is last year's Skyline one. The Reno
Yeah.
Skyline. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I wear that one when I can. And then of course the inaugural season scarf. But Harry seems to be a fan of the one that you've got there, Brad.
Yeah, the
is
gray
there-
one.
Yeah, is there a better name for it, or are we just gonna call it the grid?
It's called
scarf?
the gray scarf. It says it here at the bottom. Gray scarf.
Oh no, not this one. I meant
The grid?
Yeah, the grid scarf.
Oh.
We'll call it the grid.
Okay, the grid.
Let's see. Hold on.
I like that.
Scarves. It's called the blue scarf. So we'll call it the grid.
Yes,
here's a
I don't
better
know. See, that looks better in this picture too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll get that gray one just because it goes better with the New Jersey, in my opinion.
Trying to save
Yeah.
money, not getting multiple. Not being like me who buys everything the team produces.
No, I'm very picky about what I buy.
No, we buy at least one of everything.
All
It-
right,
it's
so
For the memories.
Oh yeah.
what other Reno 1868 FC things do we have? I think we kind of did pretty well as far as news is concerned. I don't think we have any more Reno 1868 FC stuff to talk about.
That's basically it. The guys come back later this week.
Get back to practice here.
Yeah.
See if we can't get something fun and exciting for next week.
All right, hold on one second. Actually, this right here. Let me full screen that. What I do? Can you guys see this or?
Uh-oh, you hit F12.
Um,
Nah.
not. Okay, you can see that. Is that our goaltender jersey?
Oh my
Could
goodness.
that be?
That brings a recollection of the color purple. Yes, I believe that is.
Ah,
Oh,
here you go,
yeah,
Harry. It's not a frontal view, but it's purple and lime green.
that's right. I forgot that we had talked purple. Kevin and I, or
Uh,
somebody
this-
and I.
Yeah, this is a team. This is a photo from the team Twitter. Here I'll like it. But it looks like that's the Aron Rock. If that is, I don't hate it.
I love
don't hate it.
purple. I'm sorry, it's my favorite color. He could not have those lime stripes, and I'd still love it. I love purple.
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, here comes the.
Go ahead, Matt.
Somebody's ready to criticize it. What are your
No,
thoughts, Matt?
I actually really like it, and I do kind of hope that. I mean, it doesn't look like it fits in with our kit theme exactly, but at least if they have some fun with it and it's not just a straight template,
Mhm.
I think that it could be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in a lot of places when they do it right, keeper jerseys sell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's enough of kits. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna answer Harry's question here, which is outside of Reno, what are your favorite new kits?
Nothing from MLS. Just man.
I think I kind of feel like this is a can we get back to you question because I haven't looked at all of the new jerseys.
Of the ones that have been released, I like San Diego's for being simple. I like that salmony color, and I know that they don't have the Tory green
Yeah.
available in the template for Adidas yet. But Tulsa, if it wasn't for LAFC, I would like them. But they're LAFC. So, I don't know.
I don't
I don't know how to feel about them.
Yeah, I need to do my research. I can't say anything right now. I do like the El Paso Blues, with like a little diagonal gradient in the middle. I think they look.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is a Henry. We're gonna give you another reason to come back next week. This is a question I think that we'll dedicate some time to next week, just because
Sure.
we're a little unprepared, if you will.
That's
So
fair.
come back next week. We got you. Let us cradle you with our opinions on USL jerseys. For now, United beat Chelsea 2-0 yesterday. Oh yes, I was so stoked. I feel like every game really is going to be some way that the Red Devils will lose in miraculous fashion normally. But no, not yesterday. Not yesterday. I'm stoked. We're 3 points out of fourth, which I think Chelsea or Tottenham happens to be in. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's kind of cool. So yeah, been keeping an eye on the Premier League lately because United actually won. That's exciting.
Ooh. What do you mean United actually won? You mean one of the 6 teams that actually wins anything? Come on.
All right, look, I'm happy because I don't have any not faith. With the help of a blind ref, Harry? Nah. Are we talking about that offsides, which, I mean, it was clearly an offsides.
VAR is great. VAR is great. VAR is great. Good tool.
Anyway, I think maybe we're about 45, 40, I'd say probably more like 43-ish in. I think, unless you guys have something you want to talk about.
I do have a couple things.
The camera's on you. Go for it.
Cool. All right. So I was reminded the other day that USL sports betting is a thing. So the odds are in from William Hill, I believe is who does it. And, just ignore this Plaza thing up there. That's a strange, unknown place south of here. But it's showing Reno 1868, 15-1 odds to win it all.
I'm so glad that you brought this up because I forgot about it. But I did see it. How cool is that, right? 15-1, that's not bad.
Not bad. It puts us ahead of SAC, which is at 25-1. Their own city, Vegas, 50-1. That's not it's not looking too good. I know it's early on, but there's still no faith.
There, I'd say.
Hmm?
Pretty high up there, I'd say.
If you were to put money on anybody other than Reno to win, knowing these odds, who would you take?
Knowing the odds.
Like, to win money. If you were
to actually win money.
To actually win money, because I know that I put everything on Reno if it wasn't. But.
Right. So I think like the logical thing here, I guess, from a betting perspective, well, I don't know if logical is a word, but I am inclined to actually put $5 on all 4 of the bottom teams.
Pick one.
Pick one. Okay.
Pick one.
And like we actually are expecting one of these teams to win money. I probably wouldn't pick any of those. But like think about it. You put $5 on one of those teams.
$20, 5. What's that?
Oh, I'm with Harry. Actually, I was gonna say I would actually put 100 down on OKC.
Yeah.
Really?
Because if they actually end up winning, I mean that's $10,000, and OKC is surprisingly good sometimes.
Well, Harry actually chose Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry's
same
got
odds.
Tulsa. You've got OKC. Yeah, it's the same odds. I might actually want to go with San Diego.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think that their team's looking really solid so far, and we don't know how Landon Donovan's going to be as a coach, but I mean, he was an excellent player. So I think that's where I'd put my money, and not a lot, but a few Reno players are there now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they might have a good team. When I say might, I mean I'm actually pretty sure they'll have a good team. Brad,
Now,
what about
how do
you?
we?
I would do the same thing as you. I'd put my money on San Diego Loyal. I think at 60-1, it's a lot of profit to be made for a team that I think is only that low because they're brand new into the league. For the players they've signed, I don't think that they're gonna win it, but I do think that hey, they're long shot odds for a middle of the pack playoff caliber team. They're getting long shot odds for a pretty caliber team, so I'll take it.
I was about to mention what Harry just mentioned in the comments.
Is he reading
What
your
is
mind?
up with the Miami FC being up in the positives? What is? I don't know if this place values the skill coming out of NASL that much or what, but that's pretty high up there.
It is.
I'm assuming that has to be they confused it with Inter Miami.
Ooh.
Common mistake. as you pointed out on Twitter this week.
Miami CF. That's Miami CF.
Ah.
I don't feel good about any of those 4 teams
In the top?
to win
Really?
the title. No, I think that you really can't sleep on Salt Lake.
Nope. Yeah.
And I think that those are like, obviously, look, you're not going to put money down on a team that is a plus, right? Because you're just not going to make any money back.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like, if you're going to go with anything
Yeah.
like Louisville, Indy, and then, but like I feel like if you really want the most bang for your buck, you're going to go down here at like New Mexico United, or like we were saying, San Diego Loyal, or even, you and OKC Energy and Harry with Tulsa. You'll actually make more money.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you gotta, don't even look at the top ones.
Now, Harry does mention that the Miami FC always puts together a good roster. And, he's absolutely correct. They do spend a lot of money. But USL is weird. USL is, any given Saturday, it's a little frisky. So we'll see how that money stacks up. Didn't work too well for Cincinnati. How many titles do they have?
Right. All right, so to close this conversation out, Reno 15-1 odds, and then we'll throw in let's see, where is
Las Vegas is at 50 to
nobody
1.
cares about Las Vegas. I'm
Yeah,
looking
screw
for,
Vegas.
San Antonio.
That's-
There it
that's
is,
too high.
25-1. Cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
too
pretty good.
shabby for both of our teams.
Hmm.
All right, so go put some money down on Reno, because when we win the cup, you'll make some money.
When? I like that.
Yeah.
When,
All
not
right.
if. There you go.
All right, what are we doing? Any more shenanigans, or are we gonna do random thoughts?
No, I think that about covers it from my side.
Yeah, I got dog in my face.
All right, well,
Cool.
since you got dog in your face, what is your random thought?
All right, my random thought is love this guy. He's amazing.
It's not really a random thought, though.
I know it's a totally true thought. Oh, Jesus, dog. Okay. Hold on. Let me move from full screen here. Okay.
All right, Matt, what's your random thought?
Well, hey, Harry said good show. Always fun to watch and listen. Thanks, Harry. It's always good to hear from you and hear from other people in the
Harry,
Western
give
Conference
us
about what's
a
going
random
on.
thought real quick.
Yeah, while I'm doing my random thought, you think up a one. My random thought is I went to do the first early voting for the caucus,
Very nice.
which I think is really cool. They're doing early voting now. I was in and out in about an hour. It took a little bit longer because the iPad seemed to be confusing a lot of people, but it's like an iPad check-in
Oh,
and a paper ballot. Paper ballot's awesome, so I can actually see it go in. I put it in myself. It's really nice. But I mean, yeah, it was overall a simple process. Go out and vote. Get it done.
Or be honest about this. The potential of it being like Iowa, is it high?
As far as losing counts or like trying to scramble them all together, it doesn't seem that high.
Cool. Good.
Yeah,
That's what I want to hear. All
because
right,
I think they've learned from their mistakes.
sure, hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
All right, Brad, what's your random thought?
All right, so my random thought is congratulations to my coworker Jair for signing with a NPSL club out of St. Louis. He's a guy who's secretly been on the fringes of trialist here in Reno and down in San Jose, and this is a position that he's going to get solid playing minutes out of. He's a pretty good player too. He knows Kevin Partita personally from going to school with him. So congratulations to my coworker for signing a contract with a professional team, even if it's MPSL. Yeah, just shout out to him. And also, today I am drinking some scotch, some Lagavulin 16, I think it is.
Attaboy.
Pretty good. I know. I'm really getting into scotch recently.
Good. Very good. All right, my random thought's not so random because it's premeditated. Believe it or not, guys. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out on Friday, just a few days from now. I will have holes in my mouth, 4 to be precise. I want food recommendations, and I want them from you fine
Milkshake.
people. Because I won't be able to eat, solid foods for a little bit. So we're gonna.
I recommend we get you on the air while you're still coming down off the drugs.
No way. So I think we're gonna record on Tuesday, hopefully, because on Monday we've got a media event for 1868, and for me it'll be right after work, so I'm gonna be half dead. So Tuesday, I want some recommendations. Throw them right down here in the YouTube comments. Throw them on SoundCloud, because I'll actually get that done. I promise. And yeah, give me some food recommendations. It sounds like fun. Give me like your favorite milkshake place too. Right? I can have milkshakes, right? I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
Don't use a straw.
Jello. Don't use a straw. So I'll be
Laughing Planet shakes.
Yeah. All right. So
they're so good.
That's I like Scoopers. Scoopers is my favorite.
No, I mean like they're like the juice shakes. You can get green juice, and there's one called PB&J. They're
That actually sounds. Where is this?
Oh yeah, Laughing Planet, right next to the university.
Sounds.
That place is so good.
Sounds interesting indeed. So Harry has not yet responded. So we're gonna do social media. Hopefully we'll get a random thought. If we don't, we'll get you next time, Harry. Where can we find you, Brad?
You can find me on Twitter at PalOnTheSky and Reddit at the same place.
Matt?
Yeah, my username is RaphOutLoud with underscores between each word on both the Reddits and on Twitter.
All right, and you guys can find me. Just type in John Macaluso anywhere. Look for the hair, look for the beard. You'll find me. Also, 1868 Weekly. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. And, hey, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching right now and you haven't subscribed, you gotta hit that subscribe button. Give us a subscription. Pound it down. Harry, you owe us a random thought. Brad, what do we say at the end of every episode?
All right. So as always, thank you guys for listening, watching my beautiful little poodle boy, and talking about Reno 1868 like we all know and love. In Ian we trust, and
Vamos
Azules!
See you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.